Hello, Tubies. I just got home from a very exhausting day at work, and even though it was only 5 hours, but, oh, it was exhausting. Anyway, as you can see, my room is a complete mess, so you know what I'm doing tomorrow. uh, anyway, when I came home, I noticed all of my comments, all the comments left on, I'm at a Bruja video. So I wanted to kind of elaborate a little bit what I know, what little bit I do know. Brujeria in itself is Spanish witchcraft, and it comes from, I want to say it comes from the native side of them. They have the Aztecs, the Incas, I can't think of the other ones at the moment, but I'm sure it comes from them, and it's also a mixture of Catholicism. And they use the saints in the work, and the saints are used basically as we use our deities. One thing, it's just very interesting when I met this woman because she immediately said that, like I said, what I knew about brujeria is that they can physically do anything they want, good or bad. Of course, but we do know there are karmic effects. They know there are karmic effects. But the only thing that confuses me about them a little bit is the fact that they charge an arm and a freaking leg normally. And it's not just like, oh, let me charge you, $10 for taking up 3 hours of my time. It's not that lenient. It's, they make their livings off of this. Even in Mexico, they make their brujas and brujos, they make their living off of this. And, which but this all goes back to the point of to charge or not to charge, and, if you have such a large clientele, I suppose, like she did, that, it becomes quite inconvenient, and you would basically have to charge, because you wouldn't be able to have a job, you would not be able to sustain any other form of life. Sorry, that aggravates me. Any other form of, social life, anything. I mean, if you're gonna do that, you must, you'd have to charge. I mean, that's just my personal philosophy. But anyway, and I said before, she met me and said that, for somehow she knew right off the bat, that I had the gift of the witch. And, fun-loving person. So she's like, and you too, I see it in you too, and you have it too. And that's when I told her, I said, I've been practicing since I was about 12 years old. It's about 7-8 years now. Well, almost 8. So, and, she's like, oh, well, that's nice, and be sure to tell me that, make sure I'm doing what I'm doing. I said, oh, I know what I'm doing, The only other thing that, was very interesting about it is that she also, randomly, she was talking about my roommate. She was talking to him, reading the cards for him, and, the minute she was done, she put the cards away, she put it down, she looks at me, she goes, there's one that you work with that is interested in you, and he has a lot of money. And I'm thinking, how does this bitch know this? So there are quite a bit of, interesting, I'll leave it at that, people that I work with. I don't know many that have money. She said, and I didn't say anything, but she said, that I have a tendency just, kind of, oh, yeah, whatever. Just another person, nothing major. Kind of older. She said older, has a lot of money. And, so, he looking for me. So, note to self. But, it's just very interesting that she was that keen on it. She's been doing it for 40 years. She said she's been doing it for 40 years. And, she said, I did this before one time, and she said that she had actually had to stop. Well, she didn't have to, but she did. I don't remember, she didn't say a reason why, but she did. Not long after that, she said, these here, when she has pictures of all the saints and, etc., the deities, the spirits, if you will. She had so many different spirits, it wasn't even funny. She had everything from Jesus to St. Judas to St. Michael to, Daniel to whoever it is, or St. Michael's, San Miguel, whatever. and then she'll move on to, she has Buddha, and then she has the Elegua down by the door, and so it's just a mixture of spirits. But she goes, anyway, these spirits would not allow me, and the way that they told me that they would not allow me to stop was that they took her, she said that they took her child from her, killed her son. I don't know much about that, and I can't go in to say anything that it wasn't that. On the other side of the coin, I have to say, it's understandable to a point of you were born to do this. Granted, yeah, we have the free will to choose whether or not we wish to pursue the path or not, but we still have a genuine purpose. And I guess if she was to just to stop and really look at her life, and look at the people she helps on a day-to-day basis, and she will understand what she does, and she did. She understand what she does, and she said she just loves doing it. She loves doing it, and she makes people happy, and she's able to make a living off of it. It's, you know, perfect business for her. Yeah, I thought. But anyway, it's like I said, I don't know much about Brujeria, and I can't say this, but there is a documentary here on YouTube I've seen. I don't remember what it was called, but there, it talks about, it's from National Geographic, and they're talking about Brujeria in Mexico, and it talks about one bruja, and she's just an older woman, you know, little viejita, and she's using her herbs, she's cleansing people, and she said, Maria, I think was her name in the documentary. Maria is a bruja, and she practices white magic. And then there are those who practice black magic. And then there are those who do whatever for the right penny. There are 3 different types, you know. And so I have to understand that, like them, or like us, it's often portrayed as white and dark, when magic really doesn't have a color. She understood this too. I mean, and we had a wonderful conversation. I'd love to have more conversation with her, actually. I'll have to call her one of these days and schedule an appointment with her. But anyway, basically the fact that what they mean by light and dark is by deed. What you're doing by deed. You know, what you're doing is strictly bad, and that's all you do. And, you're a dark magician, you're a dark witch, dark bruja, whatever. In the video, I think it was brujo, but to each their own. She told me of another one here in town that was here, and she's actually said that they're enemies. They do not like each other in any way, any form. The difference is that the lady that I know, when I met, said that she won't do anything negative. It's beyond her. It's not, you know, her responsibilities. But, you know, that's not her. That's not what she does. The other one will do anything. But they hate each other. I don't understand it. They don't. But I just kind of thought I would elaborate a little bit on the story, because everybody seems so interested about it. I have to explain more what she has on her altar later, maybe. Perhaps she might even let me videotape her one day, I don't know. But I guess we'll find out. But yeah, I'm really hoping I can talk to that tree tonight. Oh yes. Anyway, everyone have a safe and magical night. I hope everybody has wonderful dreams. I haven't had any dreams in a long time. Anyway, blessings everyone. Good night and goodbye. Till tomorrow.